Hello everyone, and welcome to another Company Heroes 2 replay cast. My name is ATR, and today we're going to have a 1v1 on Minsk Pocket. Our heroes today are going to be Captain Obvious, playing for the Germans, and he's going to be facing IpKaiFung, playing for the Soviets of the Red Army. IpKaiFung, a very well-known player, and he is currently ranked, I believe, on the very top 100s. It's actually, let me check. He's currently ranked at the moment of casting 51 for the Soviets. And Captain Obvious is, well, 260, 61 actually, on the Germans, but he is ranked 30 on the Soviets, so by no means bad player or anything. Both pretty good players, just looks like Captain Obvious focuses more apparently on his Soviet play, but this time around he is playing for the Germans. So interestingly enough, we see that Captain Obvious is going for a sniper first opening. So built tier 1 with his Pioneers, built nothing else, and got himself a sniper, which is just hitting the field right now. We'll see how that, plays out for him. We'll actually put a hotkey on that sniper right now, and, make sure we can follow him around. Grenadier, though, is the second unit out of that, so I guess just starting to get his forces together, but opening up with the sniper. Yeah, we did see, who was it? I forget. I think it was Dullahan, Stone the Crow, doing a strategy like this with his sniper opening, which worked out pretty well in his game. I believe it was in Kolotny Firma. So we'll see how this works out. A little bit of a different approach here by Captain Obvious. We saw Stone the Crow or Dullahan sending his sniper straight to support his Pioneers. But of course, this is a different map, so you can't have the same strategies for different maps. But yeah, in this situation, the sniper was just around capturing territory, which is a little bit strange use for him, but I guess it's fine. Looks like he might be putting it up around here and leaving it in range to support the Pios. Yeah, he does back it off to try to capture territory, but here come the Pios. The Pios do slip through the gap here. Captain Obvious was trying to wire off the approach. Now the sniper is in position, going to take some shots at those conscripts. Down goes one conscript, down goes one Pioneer as well. The Pioneers need to back off a little bit, maybe get in cover, but the sniper is in range to continue supporting them. Down to 2 men on the Pioneer squad. Down goes another man on the conscript squad, and away goes the conscript squad. So nice victory there for Captain Obvious. Forces away one conscript squad early on, so those Pios will be able to finish capturing that point, and should also be able to finish wiring off that approach. 2 Grenadiers now on the field for Captain Obvious. We see one in the center victory point while the other one is just hitting the field, while IpKaiFung is getting himself conscripts, 3 conscripts on the field, one of them retreating obviously, and the other one's going to the center, going to engage that Grenadier apparently. Grens are currently taking cover in the shrubs, having light cover, and the sniper is now moving up to support them. The conscripts do move up a little bit, move back a little bit, that is. And down south we also have an engagement, Pios and Grenadiers. Not Pios, sorry, Combat Engineers. And the Combat Engineers are running away. They are getting shot by those Grens. Down goes one of those Combat Engineers, and they are hitting retreat. The sniper is going to take a shot at those Combat Engineers, but it misses because they are running and weaving and ducking and zigzagging. One more shot goes off. Again, it misses. And can it get another shot off at the end? No, they get out of range. And very lucky to be alive. Still at 3 men. Conscripts over on the left-hand side, just holding their ground apparently on the shrubs there, getting some light cover. And we see both Gren squads pushing up the center, supported with the sniper a little bit behind. Sniper a little bit too close to these conscripts right now. It is going to stop and take a shot. No, it decides to back away, doesn't want to take a risk. And there comes a second conscript squad moving up against the sniper. Sniper takes a shot at these conscripts. Down goes one of them, but both conscript squads are now right on top of the sniper. But away he goes, forced off of the field, and actually makes it out without any damage on him. All 3 conscript squads now for IpKaiFung in the center of the map, engaging against 2 Grens. Both original conscript squad taking quite a beating. One of them down to 2 men, other one down to 3, while the Grens have only lost 1 man combined. Down goes another second Gren, and conscript squad is now down to 1 man. Can he actually make it out alive? He is retreating. Looks like he's going to be fine. The Grens are just moving around, trying to get into position for better cover, while the 2 conscript squads are now fighting against 1 single Gren. This Gren squad is going to lose that fight, and away it goes, retreating. Quite nice reaction there for Captain Obvious. 3rd Gren on the field for Captain Obvious, now heading into the center. We see the sniper moving back out and trying to recapture territory, while the Pios are still over here on the right-hand side. They did end up wiring off that entire approach, and they're just simply capturing territory. Nice idea of wiring that. It forces forces movement through this sector of the map, unless he sends a vehicle or some wire cutters over there. So, not a bad choice. Conscript for IpKaiFung, just capturing territory over here on the right-hand side. We see the sniper taking some shots at those conscripts. Down goes one conscript, while the Grens now have an LMG upgraded and are going to chase down those conscripts. The conscripts do end up having to retreat in the face of those forces. Sniper going to stop and take another shot at the conscripts. No, actually decides that they are beneath him and they don't merit losing some bullets there. So Grens just pushing into the center. We now see that IpKaiFung has gotten himself his doctrine, and that is the Soviet shock army, and got himself the 120mm mortar from that. So interesting choice. It looks like he wants to try to catch that sniper, you know, off guard, and mortars are very good at doing that. You know, it's almost impossible to know where the sniper shot, where the mortar shot is going to land. The 120mm mortar has a long ass range, and it could kill the sniper in just one shot. Pretty much any mortar could, but sometimes you just end up losing, you know, some health. But the blast radius of it is quite strong, and there it goes. Shot goes off, and where's it going to land? Well, who knows where it landed. Landed nearby, but a little bit too random. LMG Gren opening up on those combat engineers, laying down mines. Very nice there by IpKaiFung. They do take a shot to the face by that sniper, and a very close shot there by the 120mm mortar. No damage, but you know, sniper was right here, mortar was right there. So, like I said, the 120mm mortar can actually do wonders. While it could also, you know, backfire and shoot your own infantry, but interesting. Fighting all across the board here on the center of the map. We have Grens against conscripts pretty much all over. LMGs on the Grens. Oh my god, wow, that was an amazing shot by the 120mm mortar, and down goes an entire Gren squad for Captain Obvious, and that was one with an LMG, so he is now having to produce another Gren squad to replace his lost forces. Gren squad in the center have forced off of the map, while the one on the left-hand side with its LMG did end up forcing away a conscript squad down to 2 men on the retreat. Captain Obvious now selecting his own doctrine, and that is the Spearhead doctrine, and getting himself the mortar half-track, so not a bad choice. He is going to retaliate that 120mm mortar, probably with incendiary rounds on that mortar half-track, and try to clear it out. Would have to be a very big slip up there by IpKaiFung to let it burn alive to the incendiary rounds, but, you know, it is at least going to force it to move around or retreat, so, you know, making its life a little bit tougher. Sniper still on the field, now up to 6 kills. Not a lot of vet, you know, it's Soviets, it's conscripts and engineers so far, so not a lot. Not any big targets there to shoot at, no guards rifle or no shock troops in this situation. Conscripts over on the left-hand side, engaging the LMG Gren. One squad, taking a nasty shot there by the LMG, down to 2 men, almost catching a mortar shot in the face. Second conscript squad pushing forward right on top of the Grens. This is a very risky maneuver by IpKaiFung because the 120mm mortar can actually very easily kill your own troops. And away go the conscripts at 2 men. Mortar still shooting rounds, and the sniper is pushing forward. Not quite in range of that mortar just yet, and very nice shot there by the mortar. Half-track actually kills off 3 of those 120mm mortar men, and they force the mortar off of the field. Grens and Pioneers pushing forward, supported by that sniper. Second Gren squad moving up behind. Shock troops now on the field by IpKaiFung, taking a nasty shot by the sniper to the face. Down goes one of those shockmen, and the sniper is now cloaked in those shrubs. Second shot goes onto the shock troops, and nice shot there by the mortar. Actually lands on those conscripts, doing a lot of damage. Grenade going down on the Grens by the shock troops. The sniper is now retreating, taking some shots by those shock troops, but they are only doing a little bit of small damage to him, and he makes it alive just fine. No med bunker on the base yet for Captain Obvious. Still decent enough health on this sniper, so he might not need it just yet, but it would be a good idea later on. Grens pushing on those shock troops. The LMG squad is down to 2 men, and they actually retreat off of the field. Interesting choice to retreat both squads. One of them was still at 4 men, so it could have still fought those 3-men shock troops, but, well, maybe he had a different plan. Pioneers retreating in the face of those shock troops. The shock troops are probably going to start recapturing that fuel point. And the mortar half-track is still in the center of the field. Doesn't really have much to worry about. There isn't, well, really anything that IpKaiFung can do other than throw an 18-8 at it. But other than that, there's no guardsmen or guards rifles to, you know, to do much. Bunker going down for Captain Obvious. Obviously, this is going to be turned into a med bunker, so he will be able to get his squads back to full health. Looks like he is staying on his base. The squads themselves are pretty hurt. They are at 4 men, but you can see, you know, almost half health on one and about 75% on the other. So it looks like he's going to wait for the med upgrade and, you know, get his units back in full optimal fighting conditions. Recon run being called in by Captain Obvious. He wants to see what's going on in the map since he doesn't have any map presence right now. He has a mortar half-track and a sniper in the center of the map, but all of the rest of the map is currently vacated. His Grants are getting healed up by those medics now, and we shall see what he decides to go for. A lot of fuel for IpKaiFung right now. He did build himself tier 2. Is he going to get anything from tier 2, or is he going straight to tier 3 or 4? We shall see. I would assume probably tier 3. That's usually what people get when they go tier 2, because you can supplement the T-34's lack of anti-tank capabilities with AT guns. Conscripts now with PPSHs heading down south. They are going to run into an LMG Gren. Those PPSHs will do some good damage close up, but the Grens do back off and stay out of the range of the PPSHs to be quite effective. Second Gren squad moving on the flank. Ooh, very nice shot there by... No, it looks like it was a bad shot by the mortar half-track. But, well, combined shots from both mortars are actually going to make infantry fights quite brutal. And down goes an entire conscript squad for IpKaiFung on the retreat. Flamethrower on those engineers actually manages to polish them off. The Grens taking a nasty shot by the mortar. Second shock troops, not shock troops, PPSH equipped conscripts pushing forward, taking a lot of damage by that flamethrower and the Grens. The Grens themselves take a nasty shot by the mortar and down to 2 men. And they are forced off of the field. Conscripts again forced off of the field by that flamethrower. The flamethrower squad is still at 3 men, but very low health. Needs to be very careful, otherwise it'll get killed by a half-track. Well, not a half-track, a mortar round. And 1 friendly infantry kill there. Shock troops chasing away some Grens, fighting all over the place. The sniper is still alive, back at base now, going to get, well, not repaired, but healed up. And we now see a Panzer IV on the field for Captain Obvious. Again, there's nothing on the field for IpKaiFung to respond to that. He could potentially throw 18-8s, but that's about it. Tier 3 going down for IpKaiFung, so he's going to go with the T-34 route, most likely. 18-8 tossed at that Panzer IV, getting a crit on the engine through the frontal armor. Conscripts taking some shots by the mortar half-track. The mortar half-track is a little bit back here. And away go the conscripts, forced off by that Panzer IV. The Panzer IV is damaged though, so it's going to have to get repaired before it can hit the field. 10 kills on that sniper so far. Been pretty good at supporting the squads for Captain Obvious, but hasn't actually done that much considering it's only 10. Nice mortar shot there by the 120mm mortar. Actually does some damage to the Grens and looks like it did a little bit of splash damage to the Panzer IV. Panzer IV though is going to get repaired by the Pioneer, so it should be in optimal fighting condition in a little while. Mortar for IpKaiFung turning around, taking some shots at the center map since he knows that the forces are right there for Captain Obvious, decapping its points. No, it actually just turned around, but it's not barraging or anything. Interesting. Conscripts pushing forward with their PPSHs. They are going to run into the Panzer IV, sniper and Gren combination. Sniper taking a shot at the 120mm mortar, actually. Conscripts pushing forward, getting right on top of the Grens. It looks like they're chasing the sniper. Sniper takes a shot, retreats, scoot and shoot basically. Gets cloaked, gets decloaked, takes a shot, and misses. Conscripts down to 2 men on the retreat. They are going to take a shot by that Panzer IV. The Panzer IV, will it actually do anything? No, it actually looks like they weren't able to get a shot off. Mortar taking some more shots at the conscripts, but it looks like that was the mortar half-track maybe. And we have 1 friendly kill on the German mortar and a... where is it? Back here. And we have 2 friendly kills for the Soviet mortar. T-34 now hitting the field. There are mines in this sector, so IpKaiFung is probably going to want to bait the Panzer IV into this alley right here. Conscripts in the center fuel point, taking some shots by those grants and the sniper. Panzer IV combined, pushing forward. We have another Grand Squad on the left-hand side supporting. Vet 1 now finally upgraded to the sniper, taking a shot. Down goes the Conscript Squad, down to 1 man. Forced retreat off of the field. 1 2mm mortar pushing forward. And the right-hand side, we still have these barbed wire cutting off the approach, so it looks like IpKaiFung is sending his demolition engineers to... Ooh, very nice grenade down by those shock troops and down to 1 man on that LMG Grand. Well, all Grants have LMG, so no sense in differentiating them. And away goes that Grand Squad at Vet 2, so very nice. Vet 2 squad over here still left on the field and forces away those shock troops at 4 men anyways. 1 2mm mortar still taking some shots, and the wire is now finally cut by those combat engineers, so IpKaiFung is able to recapture the right-hand side of the map without having to cross the center. T-34 taking some shots at that Panzer IV. The Panzer IV is now chasing that T-34. Are there any mines to bait it through here? It doesn't look like there's any mines for it to fall prey to. Quite unfortunate. And the T-34 is taking a beating to that Panzer IV, down to about 20% health. Needs to get itself out of there. Conscripts are pushing forward, trying to get in range to support it. Main gun destroyed by the T-34, so the Panzer IV is going to go for it, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like he doesn't care that he's going to get 1880. He's going forward. 2 18-8s goes off, and it actually gets heavy engine damage on the Panzer IV. Quite an unfortunate turn of events there by for Captain Obvious, but he's just simply going to back off, do a lot of damage to the conscripts, and should be fine considering there's a damaged or destroyed weapon on the T-34. Panzer IV turns around, taking some shots at those conscripts. The conscripts are running around, trying to get themselves out of the firing range by that Panzer IV, but the Panzer IV is just simply slowly backing away. Sniper in the center, not victory point, the fuel point, is taking some shots at those conscripts. The conscripts are pushing forward on the sniper, but the sniper just continues to shoot, gets itself into cover, and gets cleared out, and the Panzer IV executes the entire squad. So a little bit greedy there by IpKaiFung, wanting to get a kill on that sniper, and ends up losing an entire conscript squad. AT gun now on the field for IpKaiFung. Very nice reaction or response there. The AT gun might be able to actually clear off the Panzer IV. The Panzer IV is still very close to his base. The conscripts are now going to find it, taking some shots at it, so the AT gun needs to get itself out there very quickly. Second Panzer IV though now on the field. The Panzer IV needs to be very careful, not get itself hit by these mines if it decides to go for a flank on the AT gun. AT gun still pushing forward though. Conscripts pushing up against the, well not up against, but pushing past the Panzer IV, throw another 18-8 at it, getting more damage on that tank, bringing it down to less than half health. And the AT gun is now set up, and is it actually going to shoot? It doesn't look like it actually has sight range to be able to shoot. Needs to have some type of infantry there. Shock troops in the center victory point, trying to capture the point, getting harassed by that Panzer IV, also getting almost run down, and they are forced off of the field and forced to retreat. AT gun still in range of the Panzer IV, but it doesn't have anybody to spot for it. It needs to get some infantry back out there so that it can kill that tank. T-34 getting repairs, now at about half health. And very nice, the shock troops running back actually get sight range of that Panzer IV, and the AT gun actually finishes it off with, it looks like a one shot only. So 1 Panzer IV on the field left for Captain Obvious. The T-34 will be back in action in a little while. It's at about 75% health. But IpKaiFung has suffered a lot of losses at this point. He only has 1 conscript squad left and a shock troop. That is pretty much his only combat units. While Captain Obvious still has 3 Grens and a sniper that he has not been able to deal with. Sniper heading back onto the field after getting healed up. Grens engaging the conscript squad. Conscripts though are at Vet 2, so they have a little bit more durability and increased weapon accuracy, so they are able to do a lot of damage to those Grents, who are forced to retreat. 2 more Grents on the field, followed up by the Pioneer with flamethrowers, and the sniper is trailing behind, very, very far behind. And we still have that mortar half-track on the field, just, you know, sitting around, not doing much, but, you know, capable of doing stuff. Second T-34 on the field for IpKaiFung, so this is going to be a nice 2-on-1 situation against that Panzer IV, plus the addition of an AT gun. So that Panzer IV for Captain Obvious is in a little bit of trouble in this situation. Obviously, Faust can go off and get the crit on that engine, but, well, he needs to be very worried. Nice shot there by the sniper, actually uses the stun shot, whatever it's called. Incendiary explosive round, and gets a stun off on those shock troops, and the shock troops barely make it alive at one man. T-34 is in the center of the field, going up against those Grens. The Grens do end up retreating, now throwing a Faust. There are no Grens in between the T-34s and the Panzer IV, so this could be what IpKaiFung needs. He needs to push on forward. These Pioneers are not going to do anything with their flamethrower. The sniper is backing off, and the Panzer IV itself is also backing off. There is a Pioneer squad over here, and there's a Gren squad up north, but again, the T-34s really don't have much to worry about, but, well, IpKaiFung doesn't really know that there isn't anything in between, so he's not going to risk it. He is going forward, prodding with that T-34, but the other T-34 splits off, and it looks like he's going to go try to chase away those Grens. Gren's getting himself Vet 3 and doing a lot of damage to that Vet 2 conscript squad, down to one man on the retreat, but it barely makes it out alive. T-34 pushing up and is now going to go up against those Grens and probably get Fausted in the face. And the second T-34 is now removing itself from the center of the map and also going to chase down those Grens. The Grens themselves do end up retreating and are going to make it out alive at 4 men and just simply get healed up back at base. Tier 5, Tier 4, Tier 4 build for Captain Obvious, so he pretty much built all tiers in this game. And, interestingly enough, he did build Tier 2, but didn't get anything from Tier 2. Wonder what that was. Oh well, anyways, Tier 4 for Captain Obvious, and he's getting himself a Brumbar. Interesting. Interesting choice. We shall see how that plays out. In the meantime, IpKaiFung is taking this time to recapture the map, essentially. He's sending his units far and wide. Vet 2 LMG Grants against the Vanilla Conscript Squad. Vanilla Conscript Squad isn't going to do much. It does have PPSH, so it's going to do damage, but against the Vet 2 Grants, it's just simply going to get melted away. Panzer IV taking some shots at the T-34s. It does take a shot that penetrated its armor, so it's at about 90% health, while the T-34 did get a little bit battered, down to about half health. Grants over on the right-hand side with their Veteran C2 do manage to just manhandle those conscripts and force them away. They aren't capturing territory, however, so they're just standing there for the meantime. T-34 is taking some more shots at infantry, and ooh, very nice bombing run there. Fragmentation bomb by Captain Obvious actually clears out the AT gun and does a lot of damage to it. Could potentially capture it or finish it off with the Panzer IV. And a second AT gun is now getting produced again for IpKaiFung. AT gun does get captured. It's going to turn around against the T-34. The T-34 is now going to get shot at by a Brumbar. Brumbar actually does very nice damage to that T-34. It is, well, medium armor. And wow, down goes up T-34 very nicely. It actually did end up clearing out the AT gun, unfortunately for Captain Obvious, but he did utilize it to shoot at the T-34, doing a lot of damage and forcing it off. Nice shot by the Brumbar, doing a lot of damage to those shock troops, down to 3 men and forced off of the field. There is a T-35 mine right there, and the Brumbar is going to run straight at it. No, it actually decides to just take a shot. Oh, very nice. Mortar shot here lands and actually ends up clearing out the mine. Now, IpKaiFung did lose his the 120mm mortar, but where did he lose it? Well, wherever he lost it, it looks like he actually lost the weapon itself, because I don't see it anywhere. Might be somewhere around here in the center. I don't know. Anyways, Panzer IV duking it out with the T-34. The T-34 is in the losing end of this battle in a one-on-one with no support. Panzer IV taking some shots at those conscripts on the left-hand side, down to 2 men on the retreat. Can they make it out alive? It looks like, well, they are going to run straight through a Brumbar. Nice shot by the Brumbar, actually gets one more of those conscripts, but the conscripts do make it out alive. AT gun on the field, take a shot at the Brumber. The Brumber itself is, I think it's a heavy tank, so it doesn't actually take a lot of damage by that AT gun. Nice frontal shot there by the Bomber on the T-34. Retaliatory shot by the stolen AT gun. And T-34 is now in very bad shape, down to about 30% health. Panzer IV, though, is on the side. Is it actually going to go for a flank? The AT gun is set up to shoot at it if it moves in this direction. And some more shots here by the Brumber and the AT gun. We have a bombing strike, IL-2, I think. Well, not exactly sure what that was. Strafing run, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, it looks like it's a strafing run. Sniper now up to 25 kills and actually has Vet 2. And with that increases its weapon rate of fire. He is running away desperately. Gonna get to that half track. It needs to get itself cloaked again, and it does. Very nice. It breaks this line of sight. Nice shot by the Brumber. Sniper takes a shot on the face, well, to the face of one of those conscripts, and they are now down to 2 men. Second shot misses, and this conscript squad is in a lot of trouble. It's gonna run right straight in front of the Brumbar. Ooh, very close. Down to 1 man, and manages to make it out. AT gun does do a lot of damage though to the Brumbar, now to about half health. The sniper moves up and is going to start taking some shots at the AT gun. There is a T-34 moving up, so the sniper is in a little bit of a precarious situation. Brumbar takes a shot, and that is a crew shock on the T-34. Second T-34 is trying to get itself behind the Brumbar, but it doesn't actually manage to do so. Brumbar turning around, taking a shot at the T-34, and we have the Panzer IV now coming up behind. Well, behind the first T-34 down here, but the Brumbar does go down to the T-34. Nice pickup there for IpKaiFung, but he is going to lose his T-34 unless it gets out of the field right now. Second T-34 moving forward, needs to actually ramp. Nope. Gets a nice shot on the rear armor, and down goes that T-34, getting Vet 2 on that Panzer IV, getting those armor skirts, so this T-34 is in a lot of trouble now. Does get a nice penetrating shot on the frontal armor, bringing it down to about 5% health. Well, let's say 10%. And the T-34 just simply backs off. The AT gun did get cleared out though, so we do have only 1 AT gun on the field, and that is IpKaiFung's AT gun. He could also recapture this AT gun and stay on the map, but we shall see what happens with that. Right hand side, we have the T-34 harassing Brands that are capturing territory, and we did end up losing the sniper at a point, so I missed that unfortunately. Probably when it was around here. Well, we can't actually see any more corpses right now, so that is unfortunate. But the sniper did end up doing a lot of damage. So I mean, it was well worth it. It, you know, more than paid for itself. So yeah, I guess it's fine. Grands fighting conscripts over on the right-hand side. Conscripts are vanilla conscripts with no vets, so they aren't really going to do much. And the Grands themselves just got Vet 3, and at Vet 3 they increase weapon accuracy, so they're going to do a lot of damage to those conscripts, down to 3 men on the retreat, and they're just simply going to walk it off. T-34 in the center of the map getting repaired. AT gun moving up. We still have this other AT gun on the field that hasn't gotten captured by anybody, and the Grands are just moving forward. Tiger now on the field for Captain Obvious. It's moving. Sorry. My brain needed oxygen. Tiger moving through the left-hand side. Still the Panzer IV on the field, though. The Panzer IV is now Vet 2 and is full strength, so it can go straight up in the center. We do see a fragmentation bomb being called in the center of the map, and nice strike there. Actually clears out that AT gun, gets a shock on that T-34, and the Panzer IV just moves on forward, and is probably going to clear it out. That T-34. T-34 itself got heavy engine damage with that bomb, and down goes the main gun, down goes the T-34. And with the Tiger on the field and no AT guns, IpKaiFung really can't do much and decides to call it quits. So, this actually stopped, no? Well, there is a T-34 on the field. Well, second T-34. Well, there was still 2 T-34s on the field, but, well, I guess in the presence of the Tiger, the T-34s weren't going to be able to do much. Good, let's get away from that, that noise. Yeah, I guess, I mean, there was still a possibility, but yeah, it was a very, very uphill battle at this point. I mean, with the Tiger present, the T-34s can't really do much. I mean, they can go toe-to-toe. Well, they can't really go toe-to-toe, but, you know, you have a chance of outmaneuvering and potentially outdamaging a Panzer IV with a T-34. But against the Tiger, I guess there wasn't much of a choice. And losing that AT gun again, well, it's going to be very difficult. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the game. So if you have any positive or negative remarks, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below. If you have any replays you want to send me, go ahead and send them to the email that I will put in the description. But otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.